I was saying something. Let's see if I can remember what it was. The whole thing is a little strange. Two people standing in front of everyone, looking fancy, looking beautiful, if you will. One holding flowers and being stared at by pretty much everyone who has meant anything to them in the past 20 plus years. So why a ceremony? The marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, generation, and society. Countless important moments happen throughout our lives, but this moment, this one moment, is regarded as one so critical. We acknowledge its special status by sharing it with others. If we will allow it to do so, this ceremony can help us recognize that despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. Love is the great unifier, the one universal truth. No matter who we are, no matter where we've come from, what we believe, we know this one thing. Love is what we are doing right. That's why Andrea and Dustin are standing here. And that's why you are here to watch them stand here. We have all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity. Andrea and Dustin, the hands that you hold and the hands that hold yours are the hands of your best friend, young and strong, full of love for you.
Oh my gosh.
These are the hands that will work alongside yours as you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other hands will do. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or when grief temporarily comes your way. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will give you support and encouragement to chase your dreams. These are the hands that will hold you tight as you struggle through difficult times. These are the hands that will give you strength when strength is what you need. These are the hands that will lift your chin, will brush your cheek as they raise your face to look into eyes that are filled with overwhelming love for you. Finally, these are the hands that, even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for your hands, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. In just a moment, Andrea and Dustin will make vows to one another. These vows are promises to each other that you intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for one another, and find happiness in the other. To each of these promises, there is a simple premise. You are vowing to be there. You are teaming up and you're saying to the other, every experience I am going to have, I want you to be a part of that experience. Family and friends, Andrea and Dustin want this day to mean something special to you. Those of you who have committed to one another may want to silently renew and reaffirm your vows and commitment today by gently taking the hand of your partner during Andrea and Dustin's ceremony. Others, if you have a friend here, may want to also join hands and think about what it means to be a friend. For marriage is built first on friendship. Dustin, will you say your vows to Andrea?
Yeah, some deep breaths. Andrea, since our first month together and probably even that first date, I knew this would be special. I think we both did, and I thank you for being patient and waiting these wonderful 5 years to marry me. From dorm rooms, crashing on couches, and to our first apartment, through college and night shifts, and now working at home all the time. You've been there for me through it all. We've been there for each other when life was hard and celebrated together when life was awesome. And many, many years to come, I promise to be your best friend. I promise to always support and encourage you to pursue your dreams, and I count on you to push me to fulfill mine and ours. I will always be there when things are hard, and we will always celebrate our joys together. I want to spend the rest of my life laughing with you and loving you. For this reason, I ask you to take me as your husband and to be my wife. Hit my fist.
It was so beautiful.
Andrea, will you say your vows to Dustin, please?
Dustin, I love you. I have always loved you. From that first morning you walked me to breakfast and played The Lonely Island for me. From those first nights in your dorm room, which were the beginnings of our Netflix binge watching habit. From those first tragedies so early in our journey where you chose to stay and support me when you could have so easily chosen to run screaming in the other direction. From all those times you showed your willingness to attend all of my friends' gatherings, get-togethers, and parties, even though what I knew you'd really rather be doing is laying in bed, continuing to marathon whatever show had our attention. I love you for always putting up with my craziness, my ridiculous moments of self-doubt and lack of confidence. And I love you for always being supporting during those times. You see the best and the potential in me, even when I doubt their existence within myself. Out of all the people on this entire planet, I am the one fortunate enough and lucky enough to be able to call you mine. I get to keep you and have you if you let me. You who are so wonderful and absolutely perfect for me. I vow to always love you, even if we disagree. I vow to do my best to give to you all that you give to me, which is patience, encouragement, and unconditional faith in who you are and who you can and will be. I vow to support you in your many endeavors, even if they take you to space. Just know that I probably will not be going with you to space because space is very big and it's very scary. I vow to try not to take up the whole bed and to try to get better at washing the dishes, even though we both know that that's a long journey. I vow to keep the silliness between us, even and especially when wholly inappropriate. I vow never to take you for granted, to always tell you I love you every day, 10 times a day, and to be your partner, your best friend, your soulmate, and your #1 fan.
No. Do you want to sit on the end here?
Andrea and Dustin, you've both chosen to wear rings as a reminder of your promises. People often say that wedding bands are a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. but these rings did have a beginning. The stones were formed a long time ago, deep within the earth. Eventually, a series of lucky events caused them to rise to the surface, where someone dug them up. Metal was then liquefied in a furnace, that's a hard word, at 1,000 degrees, molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful was made from raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings, and through a combination of serendipity and effort, imperfect beings shape it into something extraordinary. It's the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. Andrea and Dustin, as you look at these rings over the years, I hope that you will remember these things. You have created something invaluable, and just as I know you'll protect these rings, I'm confident that you'll protect the commitments that you have made to one another today. Dustin, as you place the ring on Andrea's finger, will you please repeat after me? As a sign of my love for you,
As a sign of my love for you,
of choosing to share my life's journey with you,
of choosing to share my life's journey with you,
and knowing that in marrying you,
and knowing that in marrying you,
I shall become much more than I am,
I shall become much more than I am.
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
Andrea, will you repeat after me, please? As a sign of my love for you,
As a sign of my love for you,
of choosing to share my life's journey with you,
of choosing to share my life's journey with you,
and knowing that in marrying you,
and in knowing that in marrying you,
I shall become much more than I am,
shall become much more than I am,
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
Andrea and Dustin, you have expressed your love to one another through the commitment and promises that you have just made. With these in mind, I announce to you, friends and family, that they are husband and wife, and you two may seal your pledge to one another with a kiss.
You want this? I know you want it. Do you want to take it?
Dustin and Andrea, may your actions toward and your words to each other be always characterized and seasoned by love, that you may be always grateful for this day and for your marriage together. But will you please welcome Dustin and Andrea as they begin their married life together?